Welcome back to The Explainer. If you've been anywhere near the markets lately, you already know exactly what we're talking about today. June 12th, the SpaceX IPO. It sent absolute shockwaves through the public markets. It wasn't just another public offering. It was a financial earthquake that instantly made SpaceX one of the most valuable public companies in the world. But right now, there is an incredible amount of noise out there. So today, we're going to cut right through the hype. We're going to break down the reality of what this company is actually building, look at the brutal math behind their ambitions, and then construct a pragmatic plan for your portfolio.
So here's the billion-dollar question we're answering today. SpaceX, do you buy in now, or is patience a smarter play? We know your time is valuable, so we aren't going to deal in rumors or speculation today. We're going to respect your time by using hard, objective data straight from their filings to answer this exact question.
Here's the roadmap for today. We'll be covering 1. The IPO shockwave, 2. Unpacking the massive TAM, 3. The cold financial math, 4. Key risks and moats, and finally, 5. A practical investment strategy. Let's dive in.
All right, part 1, the IPO shockwave.
To truly understand where SpaceX is going, we really have to look at the sheer, unadulterated mania of IPO day. The energy on the trading floor was just electric as SpaceX instantly transformed into a titan of the public markets. Just look at this number, $100 billion. That's the volume of retail orders that absolutely flooded the market on day one. It was a literal tidal wave of capital from institutions and retail investors alike. But why?
Well, while that demand is very real, we have to remember that popularity doesn't necessarily equal prudence, right? We have to understand the psychology driving this retail frenzy. First off, you've got intense FOMO and algorithmic discovery pushing the stock higher. Then there's the undeniable Elon Musk brand factor, which, let's be honest, is practically a macroeconomic force of its own at this point. Combine that with the historical extreme scarcity of SpaceX shares in a really unique integrated vertical appeal, mixing space infrastructure with artificial intelligence, and boom, you have a recipe for an explosive debut. But to see if this valuation actually holds water, we have to look way beyond the launchpad.
Which brings us to section 2, unpacking the massive TAM.
Now we're transitioning from the emotional hype of the IPO to the mind-boggling theoretical market ceiling that SpaceX is pitching to investors, their total addressable market, or TAM. Take a look at the breakdown on this pie chart. SpaceX is claiming a jaw-dropping $28.5 trillion TAM. But look closely at the slices. Only $2 trillion of that whole pie is their traditional Starlink-TANET connectivity, launch services, and other operations. The rest of it, a massive $26.5 trillion, is entirely AI-related. This brilliantly illustrates how almost their entire sky-high valuation relies on an extremely optimistic AI compute thesis rather than just building and launching rockets.
So how on earth do they validate a TAM that big? Through completely unprecedented contracts. If we map out the core cash flows, we do see some early validation. Google has already signed on for $920 million a month for 32 months. Anthropic? That represents a potential $1.2 billion a month all the way out to 2029. These hyperscaler contracts definitely provide predictability, but notice the milestone on the far right. To realize this full value, you're looking at a minimum investor time horizon of 5+ years. You absolutely have to have a long-term mindset here.
And to execute on those contracts, SpaceX is pitching something straight out of science fiction: orbital data centers. We're talking about solar-powered AI compute facilities in orbit, meant to completely bypass terrestrial energy constraints, basically putting the server farm closer to the sun and deliver low latency across global networks. It's an incredibly ambitious thesis, huge edge case upside for isolated regions and global maritime coverage, but we have to acknowledge the brutal technical realities here too. Maintaining thermal control in space and the sheer cost of launching server racks into orbit, those are monumental hurdles.
Time for a reality check. Section 3, the cold financial math. Because, as we know, big ambitions cost big money. It's time to shift gears, sober up the hype, and dive straight into the brutally honest 2025 S1 financials. $19 billion. That is SpaceX's projected 2025 spending dedicated purely to AI. It is heavily driven by the massive upfront capital expenditures needed to actually build out those orbital and terrestrial data centers.
And we immediately have to juxtapose that massive spending with the absolute gravity of the math. SpaceX is projecting a $4.9 billion net loss for 2025.
Let's crack open the hood and see exactly where that cash is bleeding out. They're looking at $12.7 billion in AI capex, plus another $5.1 billion in AI research and development. That translates to an AI operating loss of $6.4 billion. But the glaring red flag you really need to pay attention to is this bottom line, $9.1 billion in failed sale leasebacks. This is a big deal. It basically means they couldn't sell and rent back their own equipment to raise cash, which indicates severe asset liability friction and gives us a stark warning about potential trouble with their financing models. They are burning cash fast, and that brings up serious balance sheet implications.
But hey, numbers only tell part of the story, right? Smart financial analysis is really about weighing probabilities, not banking on certainties. So we've modeled 3 simplified scenarios. In a base case, assuming moderate revenue and standard execution, you should expect losses for the next 3 to 5 years. In a bull case, if those orbital economies of scale actually click into place perfectly, you might see profits in 4 to 6 years. But we have to respect the bear case. If capex overruns hit and technical delays pile up, revenue stays stagnant, and those heavy losses, they simply continue.
Section 4. Key risks and moats. Let's weigh this out and contrast these two sides directly. On the left, SpaceX has incredibly deep competitive moats, the existing Starlink global network, unmatched reusable rocket cost advantages, and total vertical integration. They own the stack. But look at the right side. The risks are just as intense. Those massive AI execution costs we just went over could easily force them into heavy shareholder dilution just to keep the lights on. Furthermore, their extreme reliance on just a few hyperscaler contracts, like Google and Anthropic, creates immense vulnerability. Add in looming regulatory threats regarding space debris, and the picture becomes highly complex.
So what's the playbook? Section 5. Practical investment strategy.
Knowing all of this, what do you actually do? Let's bring all this data together into a pragmatic, unemotional blueprint for your portfolio. Buying a mega-ambitious company like SpaceX is almost entirely a question of how much and when, tied strictly to your personal risk tolerance. If you're a conservative investor, your initial allocation shouldn't exceed 1 to 2%, perhaps gain that exposure indirectly through diversified tech funds. If you have a growth-oriented portfolio, a 3 to 5% initial position makes sense, scaling up to 10% only as the AI thesis proves itself. And for concentrated portfolios, you could look at 10 to 15%, but understand this, it's highly speculative, and you must be completely comfortable with the risk of total loss.
To put this into practice, here is your actionable 6-step trade plan. Honestly, I highly suggest you screenshot this slide so you scale in logically, rather than just buying blindly on FOMO. Step 1. Religiously review their quarterly earnings and management commentary over the next 2 quarters. Step 2. Confirm the actual revenue recognition from those massive Google and Anthropic contracts. Step 3. Start small, maybe a 1 to 3% position for most. Step 4. Dollar cost average over a few quarters to manage timing risk. Step 5. Implement strict stop-loss rules if you need capital preservation. And Step 6. Systematically reassess their AI gross margins and cash runway every single quarter.
We've unpacked the hype, the brutal S1 math, the sci-fi orbital data center thesis, and the strategies to trade it. The bottom line is that SpaceX offers huge upside, but it comes with very real near-term losses, intense execution risk, and requires at least a 5-year investment horizon. So I leave you with this final thought. Based on the hard data we've seen today, are you buying SpaceX shares right now? Are you waiting on the sidelines for more proof? Or are you avoiding this one entirely? Drop your strategy in the comments, and we'll see you in the next explainer.